Hello everyone, Chris here with Platinum Reviews. We are back with some more Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. This time around we are fighting King Darius. If you have any issues with this fight or any of the other ones, check out the playlist that I have created. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe to the channel for more tips and tricks and reviews. Let's get into the fight. Now, I recorded this in two separate parts just because I kind of whooped his ass here, so I was like, oh yeah, I'm showing that off. You're going to notice these three little barriers or whatever that you can kind of zoom up to. You're going to maintain high ground for most of this fight. So that means hit him a few times, high ground. Hit him a few times, high ground. I would also suggest doing a little time warp of yourself pretty high up, so where if you ever get in a pinch, you can warp up there and be immediately at high ground. Now, this first part of the fight, he has a few separate moves. They're mostly ice moves where you let him slam down, do an ice attack, do a few attacks, and then fly back into the air. When he does that ice attack, it's about a second or two after it's already formed before it'll shatter. So if you give it a second and then fall down, you can unleash a big combo. He does a few swings of the sword here, but nothing too crazy. It's mostly those ice attacks. So it's a rinse and repeat section for this first part of the fight. And when he gets to the second part, things are going to be slightly the same, but also a little bit different. So we are just going to be continually ticking off his health, and then we are going to get to the second part. Now, the second part of this fight, he starts adding flame attacks. Why? Because he's a jerk. You're also going to see him do a few more attacks that are going to kind of be a pain as well. So there's a few things to watch out for. You're going to be building up your surge so you can attack him whenever you get a chance. Now, you'll see this move. He does a dash towards you, like diagonal, a dash across, and then he does a slam. That's the first part. Once you get him down a little bit more, he adds another aspect to that, which I'll showcase in a second. As before, you're going to stay high. So he does that diagonal, straight across, and then the dash down. That jump right down in the middle and do some attacks on him there. He also does this. Now this, you're going to try and stay in one of the four corners. That one's kind of a pain. You're going to get hurt really, really bad if you get into one of those other sections across. He did that a few times for me in the fight. It's definitely a pain. Now this is probably the worst move that he does. He has a little thing on the ground, yeah, he hit me with this, and it does a lot of damage. He's going to do it a few more times, so I'll kind of show you once it gets to that point. Normal dodging here, but yeah, with that other move, I'm going to start explaining to it. This is that circle one where you're going to try and stay in that section of the four squares or whatever. So when he does that one attack, you're going to see a little barrier on the ground or flame on the ground, blue flame. Do not touch that because he's going to hit you with his ability. He's also going to have another thing where he goes that diagonal thing that I was talking about. He'll hit diagonal, hit diagonal. Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for him to get to that so I can show you again. This is that circle one. Just kind of stay like that. If not, as you can see, it does about two ticks of health. So it sucks. So here's that move again. So he does that thing on the ground. He's going to hit you here. My suggestion, because this last part, he's going to do this. Get all the way over to the other side of him. I was never able to parry that. And you're supposed to be able to parry it, but maybe I just have bad timing. He kept whooping my ass. If you get to the other side of him, he cannot hit you with that. So I think I do it in this fight, so you'll be able to see it. I don't know if I managed to get it off in this one or if I just got lucky and beat him anyways. But if you get to the other side of where that attack is, it helps out a lot. You can use your grapple to grapple closer to him, or if you create a time warp of yourself on the other end of that map, you'll be able to pretty much get it. So yeah, just keep rinse and repeating with that. The more health potions and the more damage you have upgraded on your weapons, the easier this fight's going to be, because this fight took me a lot of time. I was not a fan of this fight. But yeah, it's a lot of rinse and repeat. I want to say, yeah, he hits it again here. So yeah, just dodge that. You're going to keep dodging. You see how I put the time portal there? You're going to put the time portal there and try and get to the other side of him. Now, the time portal didn't work in my favor there, but I was still able to get to the other side of that and not get hit. And that is the important part of that. So good luck with this fight. This fight was not my favorite at all, but the next fight is even worse. So that's fun. If you guys have any questions about the fight, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Good luck with King Darius and the rest of Prince of Persia.